Hi, I'm Peter Bartlett, a product manager here at Ortto, and today we're going to look at our new Typeform integration. So here on the data sources page, I'm going to select my Typeform data source that I want to connect to. Now when you connect to Typeform, you have an option to pick from all of the forms that you have in Typeform, which ones you would like to map into Ortto. And for those forms, any of the past or future submissions of that form will be saved into Ortto, which enables you to connect them to workflows, to do follow-up emails or SMSs, as well as just gather more information about those people who are submitting. So let's go through the setup process. Here I'm just going to connect, and then it's going to give me a confirmation page from within Typeform, and yes, I do want to go ahead. We now pick our merge options. I'll stick with the default. And I now get to my form selection page. So here I pick the forms that I want to have mapped into Ortto when there is a submission. Starting with this webinar sign up. You can see it's automatically mapped some of the fields already, my first, last name, and email address. This next field, how did you hear about us? I'm going to unselect that one. I don't want to record that against the CDP. I will get the information as part of the submission activity as an attribute, but just not saved as a CDP value. And then the next one, how long have you been following us? I'm going to map that to one of my fields for the years following. And the next field I have is actually a hidden field, so this gets passed in via the URL of your Typeform form, and then it is passed through to Ortto as well. So I'm going to tick that one. I do want to map it, and I'm going to save that against my referral field. Okay, for now I'm not going to worry about the other two forms. I'm just going to my webinar sign up is the one that I will track. Let's go next. We get to choose data retention. I'll keep the default 90 days. And now we're going to start syncing. So as we do this, what's happening is we're looking back at all the past submissions for the forms that you have selected, that we are going to bring that data into Ortto, and as well as creating the different activities that we need for those form submissions. I'll click on done. That's already completed. And when I look in here, I can see that a past submission has already been created. So a record has come through. Barney Rubble has submitted the webinar sign up, and here's their details that I got through. So that was a past submission that's already happened. Now let's go across to our form, and we're going to fill out another submission and see them go across. So Fred Flintstone is our person. Let's give them a email address. How did you hear about us? This is the field that we're not tracking, but we still will fill it out anyway. And how long have I been following? 6 years. Submit. And I've also got a referral URL specified. Okay, my submission is complete. Come back to Ortto, and when I refresh, I will very shortly see that new submission come through. There it is, 2 records. Fred Flintstone has come through. You can see all the information. So the field that I wasn't tracking, my referral, I have just set it to empty for now, and the information comes through as you need it to. You can add more forms. You can go and change the fields that you're mapping. If you do need to create new fields on your existing forms, you will need to delete the form first, then remap it again. Otherwise, yeah, add the fields you want, add the forms that you want to track. Make sure you've got all the mapping sorted out, and you can add the forms in, and we'll go and populate the backfill of submissions for that form as well. If you have any questions about Typeform, please head on to our chat tool or contact our support team directly. Thanks for listening.